Welcome to Mandiant, where we work to stop attackers in their tracks to keep every organization like yours and yours secure from increasing cyber threats. We stay relentless, introducing the power of Mandiant in a single platform. The Mandiant Advantage SaaS platform codifies and automates our expertise and intelligence to scale better security outcomes for every organization. And it works with your security control stack. That's right, yours and yours. Mandiant Advantage delivers on the dream of multi-vendor extended detection and response. It relies on your existing endpoints, your network and cloud security controls, and your SIM. We inject our expertise and our frontline intelligence into your controls to drive more efficient and more effective security outcomes for you. So while you're here at RSA, be sure to go ahead and compare and ask, but does it work with my stack? Here's a quick look at the platform that you'll explore in our live demos. Mandiant Advantage Threat Intelligence answers the question, who is targeting us? When we look at the dashboard in Mandiant Threat Intelligence, we see an overview of various activities from the most active actors over the past quarter, the most active malware and vulnerabilities. When we look at our actor activity, we see APT29. Clicking on APT29, we learn that is a cyber espionage group with a Russian nexus. As we look through the summary of the actor, we can see how other organizations have named the actor. We can also see an ancestry timeline to help us understand their history, uncategorized groups that have been merged into this group, what industries they target, their motivation, malware associated with the group, source region, in this case it's Russia, regions that they target, and relevant reports that have been published. To understand how they're actually attacking us, let's go ahead and take a look at the MITRE ATT&CK Explorer. The MITRE ATT&CK Explorer shows us all of the threat actor groups, but we can very quickly narrow this down. Let's say our current concern is Russian actors targeting energy and utilities and government agencies here in the US. When we apply those filters, we see a list of those threat actors that are relevant to that criteria. We can add those actors to our Explorer dashboard, and when I click on Analysis over there, it shows me each of the tactics and the various techniques associated with those groups. If I look right here in the middle at credential access, I can see various tactics that they use, such as brute force or forging web credentials, and various techniques that they use, like web cookies to be able to gain access to web applications or internet services. So that's how you know who's targeting you. Test drive it live here. Talk to our roaming staff in those black baseball hats to sign up for Mandiant Advantage. Now, security validation challenges your team with current real-world attacks to prove your defenses. Mandiant Advantage security validation answers the question, are we protected? Security validation allows you to run the same attacks that your adversaries use against you and test the efficacy of your security controls for your endpoint and your network. In this view, we are looking at a threat actor library, or APT29. That's that Russian group that we were looking at earlier. We can run a set of tests against our defenses, leveraging the tactics, techniques, and procedures used by these adversaries. When we run these actions, we can then review the job status, where we're presented with a simple report with details on each test, if you passed or if you failed. A summary of the results, what was prevented by your security controls, what was actually detected, were the right logs generated, were you alerted, and did you miss any of the tests? When we dive into a particular test, like this one right here, we're able to see the events that were generated by our security controls. We're able to see the commands that were actually run to emulate that adversary behavior. A full description of the type of attack, any file dependencies, and any dimensions associated with the attack. Security validation delivers an authentic experience against the threats that you're likely to face, and gives you hard data for your security team, CISO, and board. Now, who here wants to know how attackers view your network? All right, well, Mandiant Advantage Attack Surface Management answers the question. Looking at this dashboard, we can see the most severe and recent issues. Clicking into an issue, we see that is an Apache HTTP server-side request forgery. We see a description, the affected entity, a description of the vulnerability, references, and a proof. Now, clicking into the entity allows us to view full details about the entity, including the technologies associated with it and the discovery source, so you can learn how this asset was discovered. In this case, this entity was discovered through a scan. There are also issue dashboards that allow you to see all issues, the ability to see all entities, seeing the endpoints by clicking on the URI, and the ability to search. For example, I might want to see all of my entities that return an HTTP code of 500. There they are. Now, attack surface management continuously discovers, maps, and reports your organization's internet-exposed IT assets. Talk to our roaming staff in those black baseball hats to sign up for Mandiant Advantage today. Automated defense processes every event and every alert, connects the dots, and consistently performs expert-informed investigations at machine speed. Mandiant Automated Defense answers the question, have we been breached? Mandiant Automated Defense does this by analyzing events from your existing telemetry sources or sensors such as your web filter, network IDS and IPS, endpoint protection response, antivirus, and endpoint protection, among others. It correlates or analyzes 40 to 60 factors per event simultaneously in near real time. Using local context or information about your environment, Mandiant Advantage threat intelligence, and other intelligence sources and behavioral observations as well. When events are determined to be malicious and actionable, automated defense creates or updates investigations. These investigations are a collection of related and scoped activities, such as this investigation right here, number 16, where automated defense has found evidence of virus infections, suspicious repeated connections, and internal to external network IPS activity.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
Now, diving into the investigation, the overview presents you with information about the assets and the accounts that are involved, such as file hashes, being on a threat intel list, or internal assets with exploitation tools. Views are provided for each of the different types of sensor. This graph shows us exactly what happened on each one of the endpoints. With automated defense, there's no need to write or tune correlation rules, develop playbooks, or tune models. Future outcomes are improved by a single feedback mechanism. Closing the investigation and providing that feedback to automated defense lets it automatically learn based on the outcomes that you selected. Automated defense virtually extends your team with the full power of Mandiant. All right, it is fast and easy to register for Mandiant Advantage platform. Talk to our roaming staff in those black baseball hats. Choose how you will stay relentless with our customizable t-shirt. Everyone has their ticket, right? If you got your ticket, head right over this way. Get your t-shirt.